My name is Cheryl Schaefer. I'm a host and producer of Veterans Helping Veterans TV show. Today we are in Palm Springs and we're at the Owen Kaufman American Legion Post 519, and it's my distinct pleasure to introduce our guest today, Romero de Lara, and he's the creator of a new sports talk show for veterans called So-Called Experts. Romero, can you tell me a little bit about your military background?
Yeah, I actually joined in 2003, and I went active duty, did a couple years in Fort Hood, Texas, stationed out there, active Army, and then upon separating from there, I went to the California National Guard, did a couple more years there, did a deployment in active duty and a deployment with the Guard, and I just recently separated from the Army at the end of 2009, and am now using my GI Bill to go to school, where I'm trying to get my bachelor's degree in business.
Well, that's great. Can you tell us how you came up with this wonderful concept of so-called experts?
Well, my family is very sports oriented. Even the women in it, we all love sports. And I've always wanted to make my career in sports because it would be like not having to work, and never having to work a day in my life if I do something I love. So I decided on trying to do a show on promoting myself and my cousins who are all sports fans and veterans. And it's doing what we love and talking about sports all the time.
And recently you attended a kind of a 2-week intensive condensed film school that was presented by the Wounded Marine Career Foundation. Can you tell us a little bit how you became involved in that?
Yeah, I went to, there was a Veterans Job Expo in Indio, California at an armory. And I met a professor named James Egan who teaches at USC Film School. Told me about this program that they were doing for the Wounded Warriors Marine program, and it was a film school. And as a disabled veteran, he told me I was allowed to go, even though it's at the Marine base in 29 Palms. So I went, and it was 2 weeks, like you mentioned. They taught us 3 aspects of film. Kev Lombard, who is the producer of the whole thing, taught us how to work with the cameras, how to do lighting and proper picture. James Egan, who was the professor at USC, taught us how to do screenwriting and proper writing. And then another gentleman, I can't remember his name, but he taught us editing. He taught us how to take our films and edit them to get exactly what we want, and he taught us all that in 2 weeks.
That's amazing to me that you got that kind of education in 2 weeks, because your series has only been on the air for on the internet, about 3 weeks now.
Right. Yeah, it's only been a couple weeks. My cousins finally, we've been talking about doing this for a long time. We love sports and this is our dream, and we finally got the courage to get on camera and start doing it. And like I said, as of right now, I have 19 films, and I have a couple more that I recorded yesterday that I need to do editing, and then I can put them out.
And really what I found most interesting about your series, I've watched not all of them, but some of them, and you really have a nice camaraderie, and your conversation is very engaging about sports. And really that's part of what we're doing today, is we're presenting your concept, and we're going to show our audience 3 examples of your interviews with your friends talking up sports. Obviously I'm not a sports expert, but I'm certainly glad you are, because your passion of the sports really comes through in your conversation. Yeah,
like I said, all the guys on my show are friends of mine, and they're all sports fanatics like I am. We sit there and watch sports shows all day. I can tell you this, when I'm driving around in my truck, most people listen to music, I listen to sports radio. So for the last couple of weeks, we've just been producing film after film, and like I said, I know everyone on the show, so we do have a friendship, so it is very easy to talk to them. And when it comes to sports, it just flows, because that's what we do on a daily basis. The women in our family get mad at us sometimes because all we do is talk about the same sports argument day after day, but it comes very natural to us.
Can you tell me how you came up with that great title, So-Called Experts?
Well, like I said, I always watch these sports shows, and they're filled with experts, experts on their shows who know everything supposedly. But I watch them show after show, and they always pick games, and they pick the wrong team. They say this team's going to win because of this, and that team loses. So I'm like, well, he's an expert. So my thing was almost kind of like as a joke, I'm a so-called expert, because I'm not going to be right 100% of the time. So it's more of a friendly, engaging title, because I encourage all the people that watch my shows to, write me back and argue with me and tell me why I'm wrong, because I'm here to engage. If you have your point of view, I'd love to hear it. Come on my show and we can argue about it in a friendly, edited version.
And Romero, can you give us a contact phone number where they can call you directly?
Yeah, you can reach me at area code 909-964-9296, or you can visit my show on Facebook. It's look it up on So-Called Experts, or go to YouTube and also So-Called Experts. Feel free to write me, add my page, like my page, become a subscriber, and just follow me on a daily basis. And feel free, like I said, to contact me, and I more than welcome anyone to come on my show and have a friendly debate with me.
Well, there you go. So for anyone out there in the audience, we would also like to encourage you to like us, Veterans Helping Veterans TV on Facebook
Right.
and YouTube. Thank you for being a guest on our show, Romero.
Thank you.